Baby girls and baby guys, your nervous system needs a vacation. I understand you're burnt out and you're stressed. You need slow productivity. You need a vacation. You need less stimulation and you need to avoid burnout. And you need slow living, but you cannot because of the society that we live in, because you're a corporate slave or whatever it may be. Honestly, if you look at my channel from December to March, I stopped posting because I was tired. Well, I wasn't posting the things that I really wanted to, and I was just tired. I was exhausted, and I had a burnout. I was moving houses. I hired a YouTube expert. I hired video editors, and guys, people say when it comes to editing videos and hiring a video editor, people say, "Oh, it's easier." No. Do you know how long it took? So much longer because I have to get a timestamp for them. I have to give subtitles, translations, and whatnot, and give them like a direction of as to what type of video I desire and the editing style. Oh my god, it took so long. If I were to do it, it'd just be very much more. It would just be much more easier because I can just do it under like 2 hours or 3 hours by myself. Anyway, that's me going off on a tangent, but these are ways in order to help with obvious burnout because your nervous system has handed in a resignation because you're tired. You're coming home from work, laying on the bed because you're knackered, and you're eating junk because you can't handle facing the fact that you need to slow down or you need to learn slow productivity without being anxious. Here are 4 reasons and ways that you can avoid burnout, being overstressed because of productivity. Here are 4 ways that you can avoid burnout and create less stimulation in your life that I've been using that will help you too. First one is emotional regulation. So you need to feed your mind and your body. What I'm trying to say is that in order to feed your mind, you need to have fun. You need to go out, especially if you're a gal. You girls like having fun. You need to go out. Even guys, they like doing sports, going out, having fun. So you need to build community, whether it be within your family, finding new friends, but people who uplift your energy, people that you want to see. And it doesn't have to be expensive. I found activities in London that are quite cheap to do so. So when I make friends, I do things that we mutually like, and I choose those friends wisely because I listen to how they make me feel when I go out. So listen to your body, and also I get to have fun, eat good food, and before I even meet up with them, I get to do things I've always wanted to do. Literally booked tickets to go to a kids puppet show. I know. I literally did it, but to feed my inner child, I did it. I did that, and I bought tickets to a flamenco show because last year I wanted to go, I couldn't because I missed the day, but now I'm going. The 2 other things you can do for emotional regulation is hygiene. Making sure that you're clean and also your environment as well. I know it can be hard and tiring. I hate cleaning, but hygiene, because honestly, if you don't have holy water, taking a shower is the next best thing. No, you don't understand. After a day's of work or in the morning when you work the previous day, taking a shower, you need to take a shower because it cleanses your soul. And that includes brushing your teeth. It includes shaving your face, because I shave my face very random, shaving my eyebrows, washing my hair, making sure I do it every once a week, because that makes me feel sane. It tells me that, yes, I am sane enough to look after myself. It's telling my body, yeah, I'm here. I'm like sane enough to make sure that I can look after you. And it keeps me at ease because I don't have to stress over, I didn't wash my hair, I should have, but I was so busy, but I was postponing it. No. The other thing is food. So I've mentioned I threw up because I was enjoying myself a little bit too much. So I understand food. So I would say have a balanced diet. I prefer to focus on proteins, vegetables, and also whole foods and also fruits. So like I make my little smoothies. But I noticed that it's also about quantity. I don't like big meals. It slows me down productively. It slows me down. When I have a big meal and I want to eat more throughout the day, but I've had such a big meal. So I have small meals and I just kind of somewhat eat throughout the day. And when I'm hungry, I just like have a drink, have a have tea with milk, and then no sugar. Only when I really need it, but no sugar over here. But that's what keeps me sane. See, I'm not saying that's what will work for you. I'm just saying eat the foods that you know keeps you sane. It keeps you productive. Because I can have a good meal, big salad, with chicken. But the problem is that it will slow me down because it's too big and I don't feel light, I feel heavy and I want to go to sleep, so I can't do my work. Do you understand? The second thing is to reduce overstimulation. So you might as well know this as dopamine detox. Yes, we're talking about social medias. So I've told you this in other videos. Put a time on your phone. What I do is I take a break from social. I knew I need to lock down and make videos with the video YouTube plan I was doing early in the year, and I needed a detox from socials because I had to focus. But now, out and about to live my life and I'm a bit more happier, I am posting more on socials, but I'm only following the people that I actually go out with, the people I actually want to see in real life. So if you've seen someone from school or back in the day, and you kind of said nothing or did some like awkward stuff like, oh, it's nice to see you, hey, bye, yes, or like they even ignore you. You never know, and they're still watching. You're following it. Why? 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 Because they're your social media friend. But how more unsocial can you be more than that, having a social media friend? How isn't that ironic? How unsocial is that? That's my social media friend. That's very unsocial. All you do is follow, like each other. That is very, I don't know how what in the social is that? Because you're not necessarily talking face to face. Yes, I'm going to say unfollow them all and just focus on the friends that you actually like, the people, the family members that are respectful to you, that you actually like, and see how your life flourishes. And if you don't have them, then find them. I recommend Bumble BFF. The other thing I would mention is strategic entertainment. Whilst I'm editing videos, whilst I'm working on like my content, I'm watching stuff. I'm watching other YouTube videos that are entertaining to me. I am watching a show whilst I'm editing a YouTube video or just making a script. Why? Because it makes the action much more entertaining. So it doesn't feel like actual work. Same as like when I wake up and I feel like, I don't want to brush my teeth, or brushing my teeth is going to be so boring. I pop on some music. You know what it does? It lifts up my mood, and these teeth are clean, whiter than fresh, and cleaner than the ocean. That was bad, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And this can really help with your fear of not doing anything, and also your fear of missing out on like fun things as well. So you kind of can kill two birds with one stone, but let's keep it a vegan. Let's not do that. The third thing is intentional living. So doing what you actually want to do and doing the important stuff as well, because paying the bills is what's going to keep the roof over your head, but also doing it in a way where you can actually live for yourself. So maybe set some money aside to actually do the things that you want to do. Invest in like your content creation or whatnot. Invest in a new course so that you can branch out into a new career. So doing the things you actually want to do. So spending time with people you actually want to hang out with. So this is essentially doing the important stuff first. So paying the bills, looking after your car, whatever this is, making sure you're doing your homework or making sure that you clean the house or whatnot. Whatever it is you need to do important things first. The second thing is working towards a dream, a goal. I say a dream because dreams can change, and also it's good to have a dream because then why are you here? Like, no, okay, that's bad. No, why did you wake up? No, why did you wake up? Because it could just be raising your family. That is one of them. Making sure that you get that job. That is one of them. Making sure that you get those grades. Making sure that you can have fun, joyous, fulfilling life. That is it. Because if you didn't have that, guess what? You'd be just stuck in a hamster wheel, just hamstering around, making money and people taking your taxes. Just when I do focus on that, I'm more put together and I'm less bored. I'm just like, what am I doing? I'm here. I'm bored. I need to be doing something. When I was to do more things, I need more money. So let's find ways to make money. And I feel good when I do a video because why? I'm taking action. I'm making a change to my life. Another way to live intentionally is by being unconventional. So literally just living a life the way that would make you happy. So instead of seeing what other people are doing, oh, they're having kids now, oh, they've done uni and whatnot. No, like living your life the way that you're living it. So for me, I'm not really focused on having a family. I want to continue enjoying life, having an adventure, and just working hard for the next 5 years, building a personal brand and whatnot. But that might not be ideal or normal to other people. But by socializing, meeting new people who are aligned with the journey that I want to take in life, going on solo days, I'm so much more calm and happier, working in a way where I get to work from home most days. I'm calmer, and I'm only in the office twice a month. I'm so much more calm and peaceful. It's like I'm actually taking the wheels of my life and steering it the way that I want to. And that feels amazing, amazing, amazing. And I'm happy because I'm living life the way that I expect to live it. Fourth thing is actually dealing with your chronic stress. So if it does continue, if you looked at all the self-help books, looked at all the YouTube videos, you need to get professional help, talk to someone, and or even go on Reddit, because sometimes I be going on Reddit, and sometimes like there are people on there that I do mention things. I'm like, oh my god, yeah. But yeah, anyway, get professional help, obviously. But I understand, and if you can, find out if there are ways to get it freely, because I know it's expensive, the crisis we are in economically. But if you can find places that can provide free help, then do so. Getting help can be going to therapy, going to a doctor, getting an advisor, or like a consultant, or like even what's it called, a life coach. Yes, you can talk to someone, so like build a community, or like friends who are willing to hear out how you feel and whatnot. Or it could even be like properly talking to yourself, because that's something as well that don't talk to yourself. They don't think. They don't sit down and just think. There are people like that. So what you need to do is just journal this out. Just put aside time when you're angry or frustrated, or once a week, an hour. No, not an hour. I meant 10 minutes. Just talking to yourself about how you actually feel. Maybe put on some meditation music and just talk to yourself. How do you feel? Why do you feel this way? Ask yourself why. Get down to the root of that problem. And then you'll find out why. And once you find out why, how can you change that? What solutions are there? And then research it. Look on the computer, look on your phone, research via people, talk to people how you can solve this problem. Just don't give up. And I said Reddit. Reddit basically means finding solutions through like online social media, just other people who are going through it, or just like self-help YouTubers, books, even just like resources. But be responsible for the actions that you do take after it. So really think about it and talk to people about the actions that you want to take, and if the advice is even good. Let's not go there. Check if the advice is good for you, because it might be different for each person. Let's not forget that some YouTubers are like, the books that you buy, self-help books that you buy, are from like different continents of the world. So let's be careful. It is your life. You've got the wheel, so let's be careful. That's the end of my video, and these were 4 reasons, and also the solutions for why your nervous system is a resignation letter and a long need a holiday. Okay. Alright, I post every 2 days, at least once a week. I'm here. I'm ready to solve your problems. I'm here. Anyway, follow me on socials if you want to know more about me. And I hope you have a lovely day. And don't forget to sparkle, babes. Toodles.